What's good, my 1v1 me fam? Your boy, your Uncle HK is back again with another video today. And look, in this video right here, I'm going to be giving you the teams that are on the rise and the teams that are on the decline in season 0.5 after week 1. The teams that are on the rise to start off our season 0.5 of our 2v2 my player league, we got team OFAB. They are 5-2. They started off a little rocky, losing to team takeover season and team Iggy first few games, but after those back-to-back losses, yo, they've been on a hot streak. All right, they won 4 straight and they handed team Slump their first loss of the season. Be on the lookout for team OFAB. They doing good right now. They hot, starting off week 1. Let's see how they week 2 goes. They looking very nice. All right, our next team we got is team Slump. They are 4-1. All right, I was not a firm believer in this team, but after this week, team Slump and no travel calls have shut me up a little bit. All right, they won 4 straight before they took a loss to OFAB to end off their week, but 4 straight is very impressive still. They didn't really go against tough matchups in those 4 wins they lost. That's why I want to see how they do coming into our week 2. But 4 straight is, like I said, is still always impressive. I got to give them props from the way no travel season went last season to now. Hey man, they're looking very nice. Let's see how they're going to be battle tested against really good teams in this week 2. But hey, they're a team to be on the lookout for when making your stakes. All right, y'all, the next team we got is team Blicks. They are on the rise right now in this season. They're 5-1. I mean, you can't really say they're on the rise because they've been on the rise, but like I'm talking about after week 1, you know what I'm saying? Good teams that y'all should be looking at, be thinking about staking on. Okay, team Blicks 5-1 after starting off rough, winning the Drew but losing a tough loss to team Tutt.
That's game, bro. That's game.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, bro. They've won 4 straight. They've won 4 straight and they beat some tough matchups such as Takeover Season, 2K Twins, and Team Toxic. And they're number 1 right now holding the crown. And Blicks has defended it 3 times with Shane X defended the crown. So that's very impressive. They're a good team to be looking at and into this next week for y'all who's thinking about staking. All right, y'all, the next team, yo, this team hot right now. This team is an S tier team to me right now. I didn't think this team coming into season 0.5 was going to be as good as they are, but they are very hot right now. Team Tutt and Dell, yo, they started off the season 6-0, winning 6 straight. They did take 1 loss to end off the week, and that loss was a tough one. It was to Team Chad Benz. Y'all know Team Chad Benz. Everybody looks at them as the best team throughout the league. Hey man, they took a tough loss in their very last matchup of the week to Team Chad Benz after winning 6 straight, almost beating the record. The record is held by Chad Benz and Casey Trappin for seasons. They won 7 straight before taking the L in season 0. But Team Tutt and Dell came out very hot, winning 6 straight. A lot of people didn't believe in Dell, didn't think he was a tough center. He's out here proving them wrong, and he's meshing very well with Tutt. Tutt is playing at a high efficiency as well. Hey, that team, I like them a lot. They went on a 6-0 run, took 1 L to end off their week to a very tough team, beat teams like Team Takeover Season, Team Blicks, and Team Tutt, the 2K Twins. Hey, going into this next week, y'all should look out to stake on them as they are a very tough team. Now, if you don't know, now you know. Now, some teams that are on the decline, we got Team Swag X Godly. They, in my opinion, look like they have no identity. They are 0-6. They're in a very big slump. They haven't won 1 game this whole season. Now, granted, we're only 1 week in. 0-6, that's a lot of games to be played and not 1 win at all. All right, and it's not like they've won against tough matchups as well. They just look like they have no identity on the court and they don't know what they're doing. All right, Chris ZT looks like he wants to play the same style he played with his former teammate Team Iggy, but it's not working with Swag. So like they got to find an identity, how they want to play, who's the captain on that team, and to pull out some W's. Because right now, if I was a staker, if I was you, I would sway away. Okay, because they look like piss poor. I'm not gonna lie. Next team we got is Team Streaky. Team Streaky, after they had a good season last season, y'all know they went to the final season 0 this season to start off week 1 of our season 0.5. Yo, they look like they looked promising. They took a win, their first W in their first matchup of the season against Team Takeover Season, which is a very tough team. But after that good ass W they took, they lost 4 straight. They lost 4 straight. They look like they have no team identity as well. RC moved from East to West Coast, so he's playing a little delayed because, you know, the captain of their team is Team Streaky, so he has to play East on both servers. He can't play in his own server, so he's playing a little delayed. And he's looking like he's lost out there. Streaky's looking like he's lost too, because now we got Streaky playing switching the guard in their last matchup against Team Chad Benz, which they lost 2-1. Streaky moved from center to guard and they lost. Like I don't know, like I wouldn't be comfortable with a center. I usually see center go to guard, and you know what I'm saying, and they lose. Like, so that team, they need to find their identity. They need to find if Streaky's gonna be playing guard all season, or if RC is. Like, that's what that needs to be figured out. Next team we got is Team Paris AI. They're 1-4 as well. ISF is on guard. as y'all know, ISF played center for Drew DF last season in season 0 before he got redrafted to Team Paris AI this season in season 0.5. ISF is arguably the worst guard in the league right now. I'm not even gonna lie, and I don't blame him because he didn't play guard season 0 and before seasons even came to 1v1 me. Last time he played guard was in 2K24, and he was a very good guard, but he was an ISO guard. The meta right now is using screens, shooting midi fades so you get heat check, then going for a 3. Right now he doesn't have that down because he hasn't labbed as much as the best guards or the mid-tier guards throughout the league. So he's looking like the very worst guard on guard right now because he's primarily played center all year. And Paris AI is not looking really too sold on him. We see Paris AI making noises on his soundboard saying help me, help me. That team right now is kabloom. Okay, they're 1-4. They did take a win against Team Streaky, but like that's a Team Streaky where like they're not looking good. They're not looking good at all. All right, so that's another team I would be straying away from right now. They are on the decline. And our last team that we see on the decline for our season 0.5 is Team Gliz. They're 1-4 as well as a lot of these other bottom tier teams. They're having a rough start to the season 0.5. Miami's looking like he doesn't trust Gliz at all on defense and is trying to play help defense too much, causing Miami to get out the play like coming up and leading to free buckets for the other team. All right, Miami got to play discipline, try to go for the board. You know, he could try to fake step, act like he's stepping, but go down and try to ultimately get the board and trust Gliz on defense. All right, they got to lab more. Miami even said in their last matchup, he hasn't really been labbing the game a lot. So that kind of scares me. Like, you got to kind of lab more, get your reps in. But their only good win was to Team Swag X Godly, which that team is 0-6. So, you know, this team's not looking too promising right now, but it could turn around. It really could. We're only through week 1, but these are the teams that are on the decline and the teams that are on the rise, you know, through our week 1. Appreciate and love every single one of y'all. Hey, man, as y'all know, playoffs start on May 19th. Y'all be on the lookout for that. It was this season is a 5-week season instead of an 8-week season. So May 19th is when the playoffs start. $1,000 cash prize for the winner. Top 8 teams who make the playoffs get to keep their teammate if they want to, or they can go back to the draft if they didn't like how their season went. All right, winner of it all gets the $1,000 cash prize, and they have to stay with their teammate, see if they can build a dynasty for future seasons to come. All right, week 2 should be super lit. Y'all tune into the matches at 1v1me app. Go to the app store, download 1v1me. You can watch the matches live straight from in the app while staking on the matches as well, and talking to other stakers that staked on the match in the match chat while the match is going on. Appreciate and love every single one of y'all. Be your boy, everybody's favorite uncle on YouTube, your Uncle HK, and in the 1v1me community, homie Kurt. I'm out of here.